Hello and welcome back to another Nostale video. So today I realized that the 13th anniversary event is giving away Nostale items every day. Or not necessarily Nostale items, but you get a box from the Nostale that you can open daily along with your normal daily reward. And today I got Fierce Mask C, which is not too bad, definitely an upgrade from these glasses that I had. And I also, for my normal reward, I got Burning Chicken, which is kind of useless since there's only 3 of them, but I'll probably use them. It's nice to have some food that heals some more health. Like a lot of health, because normally the food I was using is hamburgers and they only heal I think 500 a piece, so yeah. Alright, I think I just have to kill these hellhounds and collect something. Also, these letters I figured out are part of the 13th anniversary event. It's not the Halloween event. I'm guessing the Halloween event will be coming later in the month. Yeah, it says hunt hellhound and collect the necklace, so I guess I'll just keep fighting. I'm not sure, I think I could go to a few different rooms, but I might stay in this one for a little bit. Also, another thing that's going on is double XP. So it's kind of unfortunate timing because I'm almost level 45 and I want to do PTS for a few levels, and I wish that I could not level up as fast from doing that, but it's fine. Alright, let's get the reward from this quest, and I believe we just have to stay in this room. I think we might be able to go down and back the way we came, out the exit, possibly. You know, you might say you don't even have to complete the quest or the time space because it's not your quest, but in order to do the next time space I have to finish this one, so I do have to do it. It shouldn't be too bad. Looks like probably just a lot of waiting, which I'm fine with. Unfortunately, my pets are not doing so great. I might keep checking back at the price of the pet food that levels up my pet, just to see if I can get it for pretty cheap. Because if I can get them at like 10,000 a piece, then it's definitely worth it, I think, just to level my pet up like 5 to 10 times. I think I can do it, what, 8 times? You can't level it up up the whole way to your level. You have to do it up to 5 levels below your level. So it would only be level 38, but that would still be much better than what it is now. I could also start using some of these letters, but I would like to save them for... I think you can turn them in and get like a 15-day buff or something. And that would be nice to have, so I'm going to attempt to do that. I could always use the duplicates of the letters to eat if I need to. Or they're not food, but I could use them to heal. And yeah, as you can see, I'm leveling up pretty quick. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It means I can get started on PTS quicker, but it also means that I can, or I will, once I do PTS, I have to stick with it for longer. Or, that's not true at all. Once I start doing PTS, I will level up and not be able to do it for as long as I normally would. Alright, so looks like we didn't even have to stay in that room in the bottom right. I think I can, I had to stay in this one to the right. But I could have just walked straight past this bottom room. Which is fine, it's no big deal. I only killed a few things, which got me some experience and some of the event items, so that's fine. And now I can leave. That one is a little confusing because you're not sure which room to be in, and you can kind of, like, as you can see, what I did was I went in the room and didn't realize that I could leave. Alright, I would like to get out of here fast, so let's use the sprint. Need to go back to the closed mine, unfortunately. Which I believe is the one in Fernon Outpost. See if I can use my mount. Yep. Alright, so now I have to go into Fernon Outpost, into the mines, and now I need to think about getting resistance. I think that's probably the next step that I need to do. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the recipes, so I'll have to buy all of those. And as far as green glass goes, I was hoping to use some to make a that one raid seal. I can't remember the name of it, but I think it takes a bunch of green glass. And I'm pretty sure that the green glass is used for creating the level 45 resistance. So I'll have to take a look at the prices of everything and see if it's worth it to just buy the gloves and boots themselves, or if I should actually buy the things to make them and then just make them myself. Alright. I think we have to talk to this guy in here. Yeah. Whew. Already level 45, almost level, or 44, almost 45. I think one more quest with XP will get it to me. And I have to do my the moles in this mine. So this quest isn't too bad. Basically what you do is you let's see which necklace is better. I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. So yeah. Basically, we just have to kill a bunch of moles, and with a warrior, it's not too bad. You have to collect the mole whiskers, which they drop. I think most of the time they drop, not all the time. And the longest part is going to be sitting here and waiting for them to respawn, so I'm going to cut the video to once I'm finished. When I'm finished. Alright, so I finished getting all of the mole whiskers, and I also changed my partner to not use Seeds of Power when it dies. Oh, I also need to have the necklace in my inventory to use this statue, which is interesting. But yeah, my partner does so little damage that I don't think it's worth keeping around. maybe worth keeping around. I don't know. I'd like to use a specialist card on one of my partners eventually, but right now I just don't think it's worth it. Alright, let me go time space 43. That's probably in Fernon Temple somewhere. Also, before I do that, I'm going to take a quick look at the Nos Bazaar and see if I can find anything. I wanted to look for recipe A. These are pretty expensive, but I'll buy one and see what the prices are like. There's also something else I wanted to do here. I can't remember. Oh, I wanted to check the pet food. There's some for 16,000. I could level it up 5 times at the cost of 80,000. I think I'll leave it for now. I don't have to level it up right now. I think it's doing okay. I think my partner is much worse. But anyway, let's take a look at this recipe. Probably dark resistance is what I would need the most. High quality leather also, let's keep that open. Black crystal pieces, golden feathers. Alright, so let's check high quality leather. Oh, that's actually really cheap. So 4,000 for 30 is really cheap. Alright, let's take a look at shining steel boots. 100,000? So if they were 100,000 a piece, times 6 is 600,000, times 2 is 1.2 million. I guess the question is, how much is it going to cost me to create one of the boots? So the recipe is 10,000. Let me get a calculator here and do 140 times 30 is 4,000. And what else do we need? Golden feathers is probably the most expensive one. Not bad. So 600 a piece. 600 times 10 is 6,000 plus the 4,200 plus the 10,000. I think it was 10,000 for a recipe. So far we're at about 20,000. Donna River Sand have tons of that. Black crystals and green glass. Let's check black crystal pieces, even though we can make those for a reasonable price, so we might not have to spend this much. But even if we spent 18,000 on that, that's 38,000. Green glass would be 3,000 a piece, which would be another 30,000, 31,000. So in total, less than 70,000. We can also check this. Yeah, super cheap. And I believe that's it. Yep. So if I pay about 70,000 a piece times 6, it would cost me 15,000 for an attempt. Maybe I'll give it a shot here on camera and we'll see how it goes. Let's buy these two. Looks like I'm gonna have to pay a little more than 10,000 a piece for these recipes, but that's okay. I need 2 more. Let's hope I can get lucky and succeed here. Although I'm not going to bet everything I own on it. Chances are it'll, well, it's a 50-50. Who knows? Alright, 59 of those. Surprised those chicken feathers or golden feathers are so cheap. We actually have enough green glass, so let's check these crystal pieces. So instead of paying, how much are these? 1.7 thousand a piece. What I can do, I think, is this. These are 5,000 a piece. Where's my calculator? So 5,000 for this, plus magic potions, which are 500 a piece, or 100 a piece, so that's 500. Plus a new moon is about 100, so 5,600 for 4 of these crystal pieces, so that would be about 1,400 a piece. So I can make them for less than what they are selling them for. So let me check magic potion really quick. No. We can buy magic potions for 100 gold in Mount Creme. So what I'm going to do, I think I have to pay to get there, but I'm going to show you how you can actually, yeah, you have to pay 1,000 gold. But what I can do is I can talk to this guy and I can set my respawn point here. So now if I want to teleport to Nostale, I can do that for free. And if I ever have to go to Mount Creme, I just have to use a Wing of Return, which I should have stayed there. That was my dumb fault, but I'll just show you how it works. Use a Wing of Return and you'll be in Mount Creme, which means you don't have to pay the 1,000 gold. Instead, you use a Wing of Return, which only costs 300 gold. Just a nice little tip that I usually use all the time in any account that I play. Alright, so let's just buy like 100 of those. Sure. Now these production tools you can get, I believe, at Malcolm. I think it's Malcolm, and he sells them for 5,000 a piece. You should probably check the Nos Bazaar just to see if anyone sells them for less than that. But I'm just gonna buy them here. Probably they won't sell them cheaper. Alright, so 5, that's gonna be 20, so I need 3 times that, which means I need 10 more. Alright, and now we produce some crystals. Alright, we made the final black crystal pieces, although it's still trying to create more. There we go. And now I might... No, I still need high quality leather. I'm going to need 120. So hopefully, I didn't really check quantities. I think there was a stack of 999 in there somewhere. So shouldn't be too bad. Need 120, yeah. The cheapest one, there's 200 of them, so easy. Alright, now let's see. I think we got everything. The sand I had before from when I picked it up in Nostale for free. Figured it would come in handy someday. And I bought everything else, so now we're going to make 6 of these. And I'm not sure what I need to combine them. I think it's just Donna River sand and money. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad. And I ran out of something. Oh, 6, 12, 18. Oh, I need 180, not 120. So I need 60 more. That was my bad. Alright, 8,000 more gold. And I don't really mind spending this gold because I saved up quite a bit. I was at about 800,000. Usually I like to have at least a couple 100,000 saved up in case I see some really good deal on something that I want. So then I can just get it, or if I need some money for something, if I'm struggling in a time space or something, I could always buy a good tarot card or potions or food or anything like that. Alright, and now we go to Malcolm and try to combine them. And I'll show you, in case you don't know, how to combine them with a 50% chance of succeeding, as opposed to normally what you might do is you might go from a 1-sum glove or boot into the 2-sum, and then 3-sum, and then 4-sum, and 5-sum. And as you can see, I'll show you, if you try a 3-sum, the rate is only 85%, so 15% of the time you're going to lose it there, and then as you go on, the rate decreases, so it'll go down to 50% on the sum 5. But what you can do instead is create a second 2-sum boot or glove, and then you can combine them together and it still gives you that 50% chance of creating it. And that way you don't have to take the risk on the creating 3-sum and 4-sum boots and gloves. And luckily I succeeded, and that's great because that's really going to help me out. If you don't know, basically what that does is it gives you, well, obviously it gives you some defenses, but also gives you shadow element resistance, which means any monster that is a shadow element, as you can see there's 4 elements here. There's also normal element, which means you can't really protect against that with resistance. Shadow element is, but they're probably the most useful resistance in the game for several reasons that you can see later on, but basically it increases your defenses against any shadow element monsters, so you will take much less damage if you have shadow resistance on and you're fighting a shadow element monster. And any little bit helps here. As you can see, these shoes that I had on were 8%. If I wasn't wearing them, some of the monsters would have done probably a lot more damage to me. And I went up to 42%, which is a really big increase. And once I get the gloves, I'll increase another 42%, so I'll be at like 84%, which would be amazing at this level. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for right now. I'm going to probably record a guide on PTS, and then I will, I'll probably do a few PTS, maybe I'll do one on this Let's Play, even though it won't be really on my account. I'll probably be on my main account doing most of the work, but I can just show off that process and how that works, and I can show the money and the rewards that I get from it.